Welcome to science class. So today we are going to study the new topic, that is respiration. Respiration in organisms. You know what is respiration? The taking of oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. And where we get this oxygen? Yes, from its atmosphere only. But while making food, plants take carbon dioxide and they release oxygen. That this process is studied in first chapter, that is nutrition in plants. So here also we are going to study the respiration in organisms. So when we study respiration, we have to study what is cell. It is the smallest structural and functional unit of our body. It has various functions. So the function of cell is given here, that is nutrition, transportation, excretion, reproduction. These all are the function of a cell. So in order to perform these activities, cell need energy. In the case, as an example, I will say, for your sake, for you need energy for not to study, not to walk around, not to play, to participate in sports. You need energy. From where did you get this energy? Of course, it is from food. Food we are eating, we are having food now. Yes, from the food only we are getting this energy. While respiration, what is happening in this respiration? This food is breaking down and energy is released here. So why do we respire? There is answer for that. That is, all living organisms respire to get energy from food. And this next topic, that is different types of respiration is there. First one is cellular respiration. That is, energy is breakdown and here by using the help of the food is breakdown in the cell with the help of oxygen is known as cellular respiration. Another type of respiration is that aerobic respiration. That is, the breaking down of food into with the help of oxygen is known as aerobic respiration. Then what about anaerobic respiration? Here it is anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration means without the help of oxygen, glucose is breaking down, and it is known as anaerobic respiration. So we can study clearly about aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So the topic is aerobic respiration. Equation of the aerobic respiration is given here. That is, glucose with the help of oxygen is break down into carbon dioxide, water and energy. That is, CO2 here means carbon dioxide. It is such a chemical name of carbon dioxide I wrote here. That is CO2 plus, CO2 means carbon dioxide, plus water plus energy. So once more I will say, aerobic respiration is the breakdown of glucose with the use of oxygen, and it gives out, while breakdown, it gives out carbon dioxide, water and energy. And this is known as aerobic respiration. The next one is anaerobic respiration. The word itself you will understand what is anaerobic respiration. Here equation is there, that is particularly I wrote absence of oxygen. Both equations I wrote absence of oxygen. That is, in our body, glucose break down into carbon dioxide, water and energy with the help of oxygen. It is an aerobic respiration. Then what about anaerobic respiration? Without the help of oxygen, glucose is breaking down into carbon dioxide is there, energy is there, but instead of water, alcohol. That especially as an example I will say yeast. You know what is yeast? We are using yeast not to make bread, wine, beer and all. We put some pinch of yeast. Yeast respire anaerobically and they produce alcohol. So we are using yeast for fermentation and all. And the next one is another anaerobic respiration that occurs in our body after heavy exercise. After heavy exercise, there will be lack of oxygen. So in the absence of oxygen, muscle cell respires anaerobically. That is, glucose in the absence of oxygen is break down into lactic acid and energy. So that we feel muscle cramps, pain and all because of the production of this lactic acid. But it is cured after some time by massaging or giving some hot water, it will be cured. Lactic acid will, after getting some oxygen, after breathing so many times, we will be cured. So these are the two processes of the anaerobic respiration. This is in yeast and all. So many organisms without oxygen they will respire. In that case, this produce carbon dioxide, alcohol and energy. The second case, in our body itself, after heavy exercise or running so many meters and all, we feel muscle cramps due to this presence of lactic acid now in the muscles. So these are the introduction about the chapter respiration. I hope you understand about the respiration. So we can discuss more in the live session, and you can watch a small video regarding this aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration at all. And thank you all of you listening to this class.
Respiration and types of respiration. We all know that we breathe faster when we run fast. Do you know the reason for this? The reason is we need more energy to run fast, and we need more amount of oxygen to produce more energy. Energy is produced by the oxidation of glucose during respiration. That is why we all respire. Respiration is divided into 3 steps. Breathing of air is the first step in the respiration. We take oxygen during breathing. Transportation of oxygen to various organs is the second step in respiration. The third step in the respiration is breakdown of food by oxygen to release energy. The process of breakdown of food in the cell with the release of energy is called cellular respiration. Cellular respiration takes place in the cells of all organisms. Based on the oxygen requirement, respiration is of 2 types, namely aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. When breakdown of glucose occurs with the use of oxygen, it is called aerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, glucose is broken down into carbon dioxide and water. More amount of energy is released during aerobic respiration. Food can also be broken down without using oxygen. This is called anaerobic respiration. In anaerobic respiration, glucose is broken down into carbon dioxide and alcohol. Little amount of energy is released during anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration takes place in some microorganisms like yeast and some bacteria. These organisms can survive without air. Hence, these organisms are called as anaerobes. Sometimes, anaerobic respiration takes place in our muscle cells when there is a temporary deficiency of oxygen. During heavy exercise like fast running, cycling, walking for many hours, or heavy weight lifting, the demand for energy is high, but the supply of oxygen to produce the energy is limited. Then, anaerobic respiration takes place in the muscle cells to fulfill the demand of energy.